Here it is, guys. Alright guys, figured out why there's no power to the back wheels after that event. I thought I broke the center diff. Come to find out, I broke the output shaft on the transfer case, which this guy goes in here. So that's what it was. Alright guys, in the garage with my buddy Joe again. Him and two other friends are going to come help me remove the transmission and reinstall the transmission. Hopefully today, get it done, because there's plans on possibly selling the Sentra very soon, and I need space to get the good parts off the Sentra. So this is going to be one long video. I've broken this video down in other videos, so this is going to be one big video. Remember, remove the axles, don't forget to drain the fluid, everything under here. You have to remove this plate right here. This guy, the subframe, I believe stays. Actually, no, you do remove this guy as well. I'm trying to remember, it's been a couple months. This plate comes off. That's pretty much everything underneath. The axles come out. You got to remove this here as well, the clutch slave cylinder. And up top is the intercooler piping, the shift cables, the transmission motor mount. The rear one can stay, and then your ground, your starters needs to be removed, and that's really about it, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and crank this out. As I said, I have two other friends coming to help me get this done today, so that I can move on and possibly get rid of the Sentra. So that's the plan. So let's go ahead and keep to it. Alright guys, transmission's almost ready to be dropped. Axles are out. Don't forget, on the driver's side you have the carrier bearing, or the half shaft, if that's what you want to call it. I always have issues with the passenger side axle. It can never get in or out of the transmission. It's hard to get out. All that's left, the speed sensor, the transmission motor mount underneath. Everything's already off. I took off that middle beam right here. The other plate that goes on that side's off. It's just transmission bolts, transmission mount, and I think that's it. We also have my buddy Gary here. He's got that sweet Evo in the back over there. We did do a video on that. It was green at the time. There is a video on his Evo. It's about almost 400 horsepower, stock turbo, stock motor Evo. Thing rips, but there is a video on that on the channel. Other than that, we're gonna keep going. It's amazing how fast this goes with some help. It's just about ready to come out already. All-wheel drive Summit, 4G63 swap. Super sick.
That's good. I can't find it.
No? I'll take a look for it. You're good. Alright guys, can't remember if I had the camera off. The transmission is off. We transferred over the throwout bearing and the C-clip and the ball for the fork. That's all transferred over. We did break the old clip. The old clip broke, but we had this transmission from the spare motor ready that we yanked apart. So spare motor came to use for a little tiny part. Now we just got to reinstall the transmission, but we are flying. And I got to swap over the transfer case to the older style. I think the older style had less spline count than the 91s. So I just got to swap that guy over as well. But we're going to toss up the transmission here shortly and keep it going. Transmission's back in on the Galant. Now it's just buttoning everything back up. My buddy Jerry cleaned up this transmission. It looks brand new. It's freaking awesome. He does a great job in everything that I need him to do. Don't forget starter, speed sensor, transmission mount, my grounding kit, this sensor, and then we'll jump to the bottom. So I think I'll touch up all this up here and then jump to the transfer case and get that knocked out. Alright guys, figured out why there's no power to the back wheels after that event. I thought I broke the center diff. Come to find out, I broke the output shaft on the transfer case, which this guy goes in here. So that's what it was. I did put on the old 90s transfer case back on. Gonna get up there and bolt it all back up. I can't remember if I told you guys to remove the transfer case when you guys are removing your transmission. Just remember there's a bolt here, 2, 3, 4, and 5 right over here. Don't forget about those guys. But this is the old one. All I gotta do is get some more fluid to top it off and she's good to go. But yeah, super gnarly. I super busted this one up. So gonna go ahead and keep trucking, keep you guys with us along the way. Transmission's on, shift linkage is all on. All we have is transfer case, axles, and the rear, the under bracing, intercooler piping, and fluid, and it's done. So we are moving along right now. Okay guys, there it is. Transmission's on, shift linkage is all done, axles are in, half shaft's all done, axle nuts are tightened. I threw everything back in the garage. Huge thanks to my friends that came out and helped me out. All I gotta do is the intercooler piping, fill the transmission, finish filling the transfer case, and that's it. But yeah, this side's all done. Oh yeah, I gotta come by, zip tie up these brake lines real quick, and I gotta pick up the wheels I have. But other than that, it is done. We did it in a day, a couple hours. It's a big difference with help, huge difference. So thanks to my friends that came out and gave me a hand. More videos to come. The Galant's coming back to the channel, guys. So like, subscribe, share, and I hope you guys appreciate the content, and let me know if you guys have any questions at all on swapping out your transmission and everything that we just did.